This week in Movie World, we got our first rumored cast, for Fantastic Four.
Oh!
We got a lot of Grand Theft Auto 5 information and stuff.
And then we got news. We don't.
Slow week.
It's not a big week.
This episode of Pretty Much It is sponsored by Jash. And we've got a quick clip from Sarah Silverman. She just uploaded a new video to the Jash Network. Take a look.
Mais était-ce un rêve?
Click the annotation to subscribe to Jash and check out Sarah's video and tell them Pretty Much It sent ya.
Tell her I sent.
Let's get on with the show.
I love her. Okay.
Today is Friday, May 3rd, 2013. Welcome to May.
Wow, it's been a whole week since we shot last episode.
Almost.
Feels like forever.
My life is meaningless.
Before we get into this week's episode, I just want to let you guys know that if you're digging the shawarma shirt, if you've never seen it before, it's available at beobscure.com, link in the info. Also linked in the info, Mike, I'm very uncomfortable right now. Also linked in the info are this week's reviews. We had reviews of Iron Man 3, of course. Zach Stone is going to be famous, Bo Burnham's new show.
Star Trek the game.
Indeed. And the following.
I didn't review anything.
Season 1, whatever. You didn't do shit.
If you want to, you can watch my review of...
High School Musical 3.
I was just going to say,
Yeah.
technically you did do something
I
because
did do it.
we did a commentary / sing-along on High School Musical, all three of us, believe it or not. Here is a quick sneak peek.
You know, I think Zac Efron is good at basketball in real life because in 17 again, he was a basketball player and he was damn good.
Thanks for that fun fact.
All right,
Jake.
that's the end of the
He
commentary,
was also
folks.
Chandler from Friends.
If you want to check out the full thing, the link is in the info, and also linked in the info are all the stuff we're going to talk about, I guess. But why don't we get into it? Let's get the Choose Your News out here. Come on, buddy.
Come on, buddy.
Choose Your News. What are we going to do first? Movies.
That's his
Let's
voice.
do it.
That was there.
Let's start off with movie news. We've got not a whole lot going on this week, but, let me say that again.
Sorry. Had to get him out.
Let's start off with movie news. What the fuck?
Had to get him in.
God.
Sorry.
All right. Let's start off with movie news. There's not a whole lot, like we said. It's not a very exciting week, but we do have a couple of little things here and there.
Well, if you guys are still around after that,
Still sticking around after that downer.
we love you.
By the way, Grandpa died.
No!
Star Wars. Speaking of no, Star Wars. Perfect.
No way.
Missed it.
Who's your favorite person from Star Wars?
Max
Spock.
Rebo.
John Williams. You're all wrong. John Williams, who of course is the composer, and we would hope that he would come back. Apparently,
He's still alive.
he is alive.
He's alive, Jake.
And he wants to come back. The only question was, J.J. Abrams. John Abrams. What does J.J. stand for?
John J.
John J.
No, I just made that.
John, whatever. He works with a different composer, usually. So it was like, ooh, is he going to give this guy the cold shoulder, or is he going to go with John Williams?
He usually works with Mr. Gucciano.
Yes, indeed he does. I think it's, is that how you pronounce it?
Gucciano.
Something like that,
That's
whatever.
Italian. The Star Trek theme is damn good.
Yeah,
Like, it's so good.
but John Williams.
Yeah.
But John Williams.
So it seems, according to J.J. Abrams, he said that he expects John Williams to come back, so that is pretty freaking awesome.
okay, good.
Could you imagine getting, I don't know, it's just cool to have more music
How
from
do you,
John Williams for Star Wars.
I
It's
would
cool.
be as John Williams. I'd be like, that's got to be a stressful job because
To
you're
be
like,
John
how
Williams?
do I top all the other awesome things?
Yeah.
I
Well,
did,
I
you know?
mean,
Like,
did he do the prequels?
Yes, he did, but I don't think anyone ever complained about the music.
no,
The music is great. So, I think that's great. It's just a small bit of news, but
That's
we have
great.
to beef up the show somehow.
A teeny tidbit.
The other little interesting thing about Star Wars I wanted to mention, because it kind of segues us into the next thing,
got
in a
more.
weird way. J.J. Abrams, obviously very secretive about his stuff, always. Kathleen Kennedy, who of course is with LucasArts, Lucasfilm, whatever the hell it is, Lucasfilm, she said, someone asked about secrecy with Star Wars because when the prequels were coming out, it was not as rampant as it is now.
Yeah.
'cause it wasn't
So,
really around.
right, so, she acknowledged, when you shoot outside, people are going to take pictures, there's no way to stop it really, it's impossible.
Yeah.
She said that they're going to take kind of a different approach, they're going to just kind of keep people involved in what's going on, and not allow it to be like, oh, secret this, secret that. It's going to be like, well, it's not a big deal.
Yeah, it's better that they do that because when companies,
some ways.
when movie companies build up secrets and then somebody gets a shot of that secret, like a paparazzi,
Yeah.
and then it's like, oh, that sucks. shots.
Yeah, because
So
it
it's
always looked like, again, we're always going to bring it up,
Dark Knight.
Shailene Woodley on her way from the set,
Yeah.
getting makeup done or something like that. She was like coming out of the bathroom and they were like, she looks like shit, but it's like, she just
There's some
woke up
makeup.
or
Also,
something.
Dark Knight Rises, every time there was a new thing, we're like, what is this movie going to even be about? It's
Yeah,
so weird.
it all looked very weird. It ended up being
Yeah.
a little weird, but in this case, J.J. Abrams apparently, well, I don't think he's necessarily, said anything about this, but, I think he'll have to go along with that, but I don't know what he's going to do
That's
because
against
he's
his
usually
will.
pretty damn secretive.
JJ, like his whole thing is secret,
Which is awesome. I love it.
He did this. It was like a TED Talks kind of thing, something like that,
Yeah.
where
Things.
he went over this whole speech about secrets and how he loves secrets.
And so now Kathleen Kennedy's
Yeah.
like, no.
no, yeah.
But that segues us into our next bit of information.
Ooh, I love
because it's
segs.
about Marvel. It's about the Avengers. Kevin Feige. I think did we decide that's how you pronounce his name? I don't
Feige,
know.
whatever. Let's just call him Kev.
He also recently spoke about rumors and spoilers and stuff like that, and internet, leaks.
Yeah.
And
He was kind of the opposite.
Yeah, well, he was the opposite of opposite of Kathleen Kennedy
Yeah.
at least. He basically asked. It was Peter Serretta from Slash Film asked him,
guy's cool.
what do you do about that? And he basically said, he's like, well, how are you supposed to punish that? So you could tell that you could tell that he gets pissed about it, but he, what is he going to say? But that being said, we talked about last week, Joss Whedon talking about the Avengers and maybe revealing a brother-sister duo sort of deal. Now we've got Kevin himself talking about Thanos. His place in the Avengers.
Interesting.
Because, as you know, of course, I think it's been long enough now, right, that he was at the end of the Avengers.
Spoiler!
The after
You
credits
see
thing.
Thanos. If you're
been long
watching
enough, yeah.
pretty
We-
much it and you don't know that,
They do.
yeah, I'm just saying.
We didn't know if he would be in Avengers 2 or Guardians of the Galaxy or what, but apparently it seems like, according to Kevin, he will be the main opponent in the Phase 3 Marvel movies. So in
That's-
Avengers 3.
Okay, good.
Interesting.
I'm actually kind of better with that because
Well, yeah.
that's too far flung.
How do you go? What do you do
In
after
Phase 2.
Thanos?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can't. Well,
so by then that's good.
well,
Yeah.
the other thing is, apparently, I guess Robert Downey Jr. will be gone at that point.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe, you know what? Maybe Thanos will pop in and kill him in Avengers 2. I don't know. Come and get me!
What's Avengers 2 going to be about?
I don't know.
Like,
Hopefully something still more grounded.
Hopefully Loki
You know,
again.
I don't know. I'm thinking about it. The only thing I can think about of the comic storylines I know is that there's like a Civil War where it's like
That could be massive.
but
That
like
would
that,
be
But they don't have enough.
they don't have
licensed
enough
characters.
Yeah, exactly. They
Yeah,
can't
because
do
it's
it.
across Marvel.
Yeah,
right?
it's
Yeah.
so they can't do that. So what are they gonna do? What are they gonna do?
All I know is that I'm sure Thanos will pop up
they
and be a presence, but as far as like going blow to blow with him, not until the third.
well, that makes it even more curious
It's
because
weird that
some
they did
some
that,
people
though.
thought that one of the Avengers villains would be Ultron, which is Hank Pym. Ant-Man made Ultron, which is a
Yeah.
robot. Ant-Man's supposed to be Phase 3, so
Phase 2. Oh, Phase. Ooh.
I don't know. So what's gonna happen?
I have no
What's
idea.
gonna happen?
See, this is why we need the leaks. No, I'm just kidding. I'm totally with not having leaks, but
Yeah.
it's inevitable. But
We should be
that is
Marvel's
interesting.
think tank.
You want to do what? You want to be?
I said we should be Marvel's think tank. This is pretty good.
Yeah,
What we're
they
coming up
already-
with here?
Yeah.
They already have a think tank.
Well, but we should be.
They're the
them as
ones who
well.
made the $1 billion.
Yeah,
movie.
that's good. A think tank with vague knowledge of the comic universe. That's hire us, please.
We know a little bit.
But speaking of leaks, let's continue on with this because it's kind of just the idea of, I guess, this episode.
My
It's the
pants are
theme,
leaking.
Sorry.
Black Panther.
Okay.
Yeah.
We talked about it recently, and it was what's his name? Morris Chestnut said he seemed like he was going to be in it, and then he was out. And for all we know, he was, and then they canned him because
like,
he
you're
said it.
stupid,
I
yeah.
doubt it though. I don't think that he was officially. I think he was just saying that and being a goofball. But basically, this week, Latino Review, who
They're usually-
is very good
Yeah.
usually with these
Yeah.
these types of things.
¿Qué pasó?
They said that Chadwick Boseman is at the top of the list to be playing Black Panther.
That name is really familiar. Who is
Yeah, you
that?
want to know who it is? You
Yeah.
don't know who it is.
Oh, okay.
Unless you've seen 42.
No.
He played Jackie Robinson
Oh,
in 42. And
okay,
I think
yeah,
he's had a
yeah.
couple of small parts too.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, you know what I think the best part of 42 was?
Him.
Him. He was incredible. And
Good
in my
choice.
review, I think I said, like, I want to hang out with this guy.
Yeah.
I would be down to watch him in any movie, so I hope so.
That sounds cool, but from what I've seen of the Black Panther character, I don't know nothing about the
Yeah, we
character.
talked about this a long time ago.
I know the character.
Yeah.
He's like the king of like a super advanced city in Africa.
In Africa, yeah.
And he's like
like Jackie Robinson.
like Jackie Robinson, and like I think the only thing that makes him special is that not only is he good at fighting, he's got
boots?
like the special boots.
We
Yeah,
talked
he's
about
got
this.
a
That's like a
special
blast
type
from
of
the
metal.
past.
yeah, I don't really care about this character at all.
I think it could be cool because it's different.
like who does he fight?
villains.
There you go.
Crime.
I didn't really care that much until now because I just want to watch any movie with Chadwick Boseman in it. He's so freaking good.
It just sounds like one of those things that just can only be in a comic book.
People are excited for it though. You'd be
like,
very surprised.
I
how
don't
many
know
people
why
are
I'm
It would
excited
be
for it.
very different because the character by himself, he's a king. He's a king of a whole country.
So it's just kind of a different style.
Now, what
Yeah.
studio is this?
This is Marvel. This is Marvel Studios, as
So
far
it's
as I
not,
know.
where's it falling into in terms of all the?
Avengers and
Avengers
I
Initiative.
would assume he'd be popping up in that.
Do you think
world
maybe
somewhere.
it would be good if they produced this under Marvel Knights? I feel like that would fit in much better.
Is that a movie studio?
Yeah, that's the ones who do like
The
the
Punisher
Punisher
animated
and
stuff,
like
right?
that.
Oh,
No,
okay.
like the Punisher and
Yeah.
stuff.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm not as familiar. Okay, gotcha.
They're like
well,
a
maybe
sub-studio.
but I think Black Panther's gonna be big. I think they want it to be big at least.
don't
Whether
know.
it's going to be or not, I don't know.
Black Panther doesn't sound like a big top-tier hero to
Well,
me,
if
you know?
you're not black though,
I know.
black people might think differently, and that's
If-
a market that
If
obviously
only,
you wanna
if
attract.
only
That's why
it
I'm
weren't
excited.
for my racial intolerance.
Yeah, damn it! Why can't you be a little bit more like your brother?
Fun.
But let's move out of the Marvel Studios world and into a different Marvel world.
Thank
do
you,
it.
God.
A dark world. A dark world called Marvel.
Thor.
Is it Fox?
Marvel Thor's Dark Fox?
Stark Fox. I think it's Marvel Fox's Fantastic Four, right?
The Fantastic Marvel Fox.
Dark World?
No, I'm just saying it's a dark world.
What are we
it's
talking
It's a
about?
dreary world. It's a Fantastic Four. And basically, we've got some rumors this week. They're rumors. They're not confirmed, obviously, but they are like rumors from people that are sometimes right. So it's
Yeah.
like, okay. First off, we've got the Invisible Woman. Possibly in talks is Allison Williams.
Who was that?
She is the daughter of Brian Williams.
Who was that?
Oh,
I was gonna say, I know that's not really gonna help. She's on Girls. I don't know if any of you guys watch Girls.
yeah.
She is the extremely attractive character Marnie.
Okay.
Ridiculously attractive.
I like Brian Williams.
Well, he has nothing to do with this. It's Allison Williams, and the only thing that anybody says that she's not blonde, and so they were pissed. That's all I know.
fine. We could change that.
Would this be in the Marvel universe?
No,
or-
it's Fox.
It's Fox.
It'll be in
So
the
it'd be its
bullshit
own-
universe.
Yeah, Fantastic Four.
This is the one that's going to be directed by Josh Trank.
Yeah,
who did Chronicle.
Well, as bad as that sounds, Fantastic Four, the original movies, it's like they took a book that said how to screw up a superhero movie.
I never
they're
even saw
They're
them.
like, yep, this is what we gotta do. Well, they took one of the biggest DC characters. What's his name? Galactus.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
I guess they thought a giant like cosmic being was too stupid, so they made him a cloud.
Yeah.
I've heard of
It's
this.
like
I've
it's-
never seen it. I don't want to see it.
It's like Galactus is coming, and there's like this cloud.
Really?
It's like
Doctor Doom was kind of cool.
No,
a
he
little
wasn't.
bit.
They should-
Doctor Doom, it seemed like they kind of did what Inspector Gadget did and like ruined the character. Like Inspector
Yeah.
Gadget with Matthew Broderick,
Ruined
where
the
they ruined
character.
Dr. Claw.
Uh-huh.
Dr. Doom, Dr. Claw.
They
Doctors.
ruining doctors.
Speaking of
who
doctors,
else do we have?
Human Torch.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Possible, once again, rumor, but a good rumor apparently. Michael B. Jordan.
I don't know who that
Okay,
is.
that's the
That
guy
is
from Chronicle.
the black guy from Chronicle.
Yeah.
Who I thought was he was the best part in my
He was.
opinion.
I liked him a
as
lot. I
much
thought he
as-
was Pharrell, but he's not.
Thought it was Pharrell for real?
Yeah.
As much as I hated that movie, yeah, he was the only.
He was, yeah. I think you even said in your review that was our, that was
Yeah.
like the
Uh-huh.
shining star. Which,
That would be interesting to make the Human Torch black.
yeah, interesting is the right word here because people are kind of going a little loopy about it.
I wouldn't care. I don't
care because I
at all.
just
Well,
don't give a shit about Fantastic Four.
That would mean that if he was black, that would mean.
Then what am I?
Yeah.
That would mean Sue Storm would have to be.
They could be
the
adopted.
Invisible Woman. Oh, that could be cool, I guess.
Well, I mean, there's a very big difference here with like casting characters as different nationalities,
Yeah.
stuff like that. This is different, which is something I don't care if he turns out to be black because
Yeah.
that'd be cool.
I was happy about Captain America
Well,
potentially.
I was
being black.
just about to get into that. I think that is a complete opposite.
Okay.
I think Captain America is one of those characters who, like, he's white.
Okay,
He's
you're
gotta
saying like
stay-
when it matters.
Yeah. Like
When it matters, no, more so when it just doesn't fit in with the times.
Yeah, it's like-
it doesn't make
Yeah.
any sense.
In history, he's supposed to be from that time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Why-
Well,
Like,
I
so
guess I see.
Captain
what you're
America, like-
in 1940, they
Yeah.
wouldn't be like, "Hey, black fella, would you
Yeah.
like to join?"
exactly, they would like arrest him.
Yeah, we got Human Torch. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, he's not specific
Yeah,
to a time.
doesn't
or
really
anything
matter,
Like
like,
that.
those
yeah,
matters.
Captain
Yeah, you're
America
right.
is a
I
time,
like the way
like
you're
a
thinking.
historical
Yeah.
thing. But
Like you could get Silver Surfer. Is he black? Is he white?
He's
We don't
silver.
know. He's
He's silver.
If he was black, I would have a problem with that because he's silver.
Silver.
So he's got to be silver. But we're going to come back to this whole racial thing because that's a blast. And who better to talk about racial stuff than a bunch of goofs like us who not only our opinion doesn't matter in the long run.
We're also
but
white.
We shouldn't be talking about any of this stuff because who gives a shit. But let's move on to the next thing. We'll get back to that. But the last bit of Marvel news is Marvel Sony news. And it is about the Amazing Spider-Man. We saved it till the end because we always come out of the gates with this. And it's always like, all right, Spider-Man this, Spider-Man that. A couple of things before we get to the main thing here. So many more pictures of the suit are coming out, and it looks freaking amazing.
so
I know we talked about it last week, but I'm just so excited about it. I want to cry.
It's amazing how much better it looks than the first
It's
one.
amazing.
how he's
Amazing.
Spider-Man.
How about
Spider-Man.
that?
Whoa.
It's colorful. It's bright.
It's-
It's almost. It's like cartoony because of the eyes.
It fits him really good.
I'm so. Have you seen the video of him moving around with
Yeah.
Jamie Foxx?
Yeah.
It's
cool.
freaking Spider-Man.
They
I
took
can't
that down.
wait.
I wish they. Oh man.
Yeah, but the main thing this week is we got I guess we got a picture. You saw it, right? Of what we're talking about here, of someone
picture.
dressed up as
A stunt.
Paul Giamatti.
Yeah, yeah.
He's
I haven't
wearing-
seen this.
Yeah, well, what happens is he's wearing one of those those masks like in Drive where like it makes it look like a real person, and it looks like Paul Giamatti, but it's not. It's obviously a person dressed as him,
Yeah.
bald, wearing. You want to explain what he looks like? What he's wearing?
He looks like a Russian mobster. He's got like the typical Russian like ring
Rings
tattoos,
and
the arm
jewelry
tattoos,
and, like, a
a
tracksuit.
track jacket
Yeah.
and gold chains.
Yeah. And
Really cool.
so
He's a rhino.
he was spotted leading away, like driving a big truck that smashes through. I saw the video of this; it was kind of cool. Smashes
armored
through a bunch of
truck.
other cars. Yeah, it's like an armored truck being chased by like 50 cops. He's got like 6-level stars of Grand Theft Auto there, and he is driving this thing. So we're assuming that he's obviously if it's Paul Giamatti.
Yeah.
Who is this guy supposed to be? The character is Russian.
Yeah, Alexei
So-
Shishtovich.
The rhino
It's
is
definitely Rhino, and it's definitely this wacky Russian guy.
his,
So.
his superpower.
But
is
now,
a
see,
truck.
that's like. Do you think maybe it's like he's this and then he turns into a rhino, or this is just his representation
That's
of
a good,
the rhino?
That's a good question.
Because it's
I
like
don't
it
know.
could go either way. Like, oh, cool, it's realistic, but then it's like, but there was a freaking
That's it.
lizard.
I could
But-
see how a movie could pull it off. That just calling him the Rhino and making him like a Russian mob guy.
Wait a minute, you're thinking and he wouldn't even be a physical
That's
rhino?
what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
yes.
No
That's-
way.
yeah.
I think they could do
I
that.
didn't get what you were saying.
Yeah, that's what
I
I
don't
meant.
think I'd be happy with that.
I mean, that's what sounds like they're doing. If you think about it, I mean,
That's his
Actually,
way.
I don't know. The more now I'm thinking about it, it's kind of funny.
Right?
It's kind of
yeah.
clever.
Hey, it's the Rhino.
The Rhino.
Just driving a big armored truck. Like,
Oh,
like a-
shit!
Get out of my way, Spider-Man!
I don't know
There you
how I
go,
feel about
yeah.
this. Well, you guys have to let us know how you feel about this. And we
Yeah.
don't know if it's we don't know what's
Oh,
going
yeah,
on.
we
That
don't
might
know.
just be before he becomes a rhino.
Yeah, you never know.
I don't know his story, but that
Who
is-
knows? We still don't know how
interesting.
much of the presence he's gonna have in the movie.
I
right?
still wish that he would just be at the beginning.
Yeah, that's what
And
I
that's
want.
it.
I don't know if you're getting Paul Giamatti. He's not going to be a throwaway.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. Well, I hope it's just not a Spider-Man 3 situation.
Too many villains.
But you know what? Let's stop talking about Spider-Man because we talked about it enough. Let's talk about
Thank you.
Let's talk about racial stuff again.
Okay.
okay.
Annie. The Sun will come out tomorrow. This is the movie where
Sun
Janae
will
Wallace
come out.
is playing Annie.
Okay.
Oh,
who, of
she's
course, from Beasts of Southern
adorable.
Wild. She's more than adorable.
That's
She's
a good
fantastic.
idea.
Good idea.
Cute idea. You guys are cute. Now, apparently, we've got our Daddy Warbucks, which I don't know if you guys even know.
Is he
what
like
it's-
the
not really.
leader? Is he
And,
the one who's like, you want more?
I haven't seen him in
with
a
the
long
soup?
time. I couldn't tell.
That is completely
That's
different.
That's Oliver Twist.
That's Oliver Twist.
Oh
Yeah.
wait, please sir, can I have some more?
Yeah.
Is that what
Yeah.
yeah, that's a
Oliver
different
Twist.
movie. That's a different poor kid. But basically, the person who is apparently playing Daddy Warbucks is Jamie Foxx. So I'm
Makes
thinking,
sense if they're gonna make Quivan Janae
Yeah.
Annie.
Then yeah, whatever. But I think that this is going to make white people really angry.
Well, this goes back to what I was just talking about. I don't care.
Jamie Foxx is a great actor. He's going to be fantastic, I'm sure.
This
So
doesn't feel sinister.
no, not at all.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with it. So that's what I'm saying. My logical standpoint on this is I don't see it a big deal. But that being said, a lot of people don't look at it from that point of view, and they just look at it as like surface value.
Black and
And
white.
so I do think a lot of white people will be upset.
I don't care. Yeah,
Well,
I don't care.
Well, what white guy is gonna care about f***ing Annie?
I don't think anyone should be
Yeah.
f***ing Annie because she's a kid. But now let's get to our last story. It is something that we've been covering many, many times.
Really?
Annie, Janie, Janie got your gun.
What?
Jane got a gun.
Yeah.
Oh shit. We've talked about this movie. First,
What?
the director dropped.
What kind of segue was
It was
that?
a good one. It was a segue that you roll
This
around.
disaster of a movie.
First, we lost the director, as you recall. Didn't show up for the first day of shooting. We
I'm
don't
not-
know why. We still don't know why.
I'm not gonna
Slacker.
direct.
No. Next, people dropped out. Who was it?
Jude Law.
Jude Law. He
And,
dropped out. Some other people
a
I think
woman?
dropped out. I don't know. And then he was replaced by Bradley Cooper.
Yeah.
Or I don't know. They moved people around.
Good
Bradley
old
Cooper
B.
came into the
Coops.
movie, and we said, you know what? That's a good thing because B. Coops is
He is good as an
He's
actor.
hot.
Okay.
He's hot.
Yeah.
He's hot
good
right
as
now.
an actor.
But guess what?
Well,
He just
that's-
dropped out.
Oh.
Oh, B. Coops! Come on,
B.
man.
Coops just dropped
He's
out of the movie.
cooler than that.
They haven't replaced him yet. They're looking at their list from last time of who they were going to go for.
They're like, who do we?
You know,
What's
so-
going on with this movie?
Sometimes you gotta know just when to put your grandma to sleep.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. You
it's
just got to
time,
know
yeah.
when to
They
let
just-
grandma drop.
Just quit.
So I don't know what this movie is. The director's different. He was playing the villain, Bradley Cooper, so the villain now is different. And it's like, how do you? They're shooting the movie now.
Yeah.
They're shooting it now. But like,
How
how
are
do
they
you go into
shooting?
a movie not even knowing who you're interacting with or anything like
That's
that?
that's
weird.
hard.
Yeah.
That's kind of messy. But I don't know. If this movie ends up being good, then it'll be incredible.
How does the director pitch that scene? Okay, so in this scene, it's going to be leading up to you.
We're gonna green
when you
screen
walk
in
into
somebody
either-
when they're
It's gonna be like Jude Law or maybe Bradley Cooper.
or somebody like that.
Yeah.
Ryan Gosling's kind of hot
It's
now.
like
Maybe we'll get
a
him.
shot, reverse shot kind of
Yeah.
thing. Where
Yeah.
it's
Now, I think that
Oh,
the
yeah,
reason
yeah.
that he had to drop out is because his other movie he was working on with David O. Russell, I think. Is that what they were
Yeah,
working on?
David-
got pushed
it's
back
him and
because
her.
of the bombings in Boston. They were supposed to be shooting there.
Yeah.
Got pushed back. And so I think that's what happened. I don't think he dropped out because he was like, screw this. I think he
But his
legitimately has
schedule
scheduling
moved.
problems,
Yeah.
yeah. So I guess we'll see what happens with this. We'll keep you posted because this is really exciting. Jane Watch!
Jane Watch.
Jane Watch 2013.
Like comes up like
Exactly, yeah, exactly.
like a news segment.
But
Like a
that
news
is
segment.
it
for everything.
for movie news. No, not for
Oh.
everything. For movie news, we got some game news, but first we're going to take a quick
commercial break.
commercial break.
We're
Why
gonna
did I say it
practice
like
our snaps during the break.
Ready? 3, 2,
Wait.
1.
Come
Commercial
on,
break.
Jake. Go,
Oh.
go.
I
3,
thought it was 3,
2,
2,
1. Commercial break.
Come on.
3, 2.
You done?
Video games.
Okay. Enough.
Watch Dogs has a new trailer that I think is really cool.
It do.
The end. What's next? Why is it cool? I didn't see this.
It's just kind of like a big actiony, like almost like movie hype.
Wait a
Wait a
trailer.
minute, is it playing as a pre-roll? I think I might have seen it as a pre-roll.
It might be. Is it when he's like, I had a choice and they betrayed
No,
me?
it
Or, like,
started
whatever.
out with them saying that he was wanted. They were like, he's a terrorist on the run, something like that, blah blah.
Yeah.
And
And he's like-
I
And Skip.
They
skipped
gave
it. Yes, I did, but I think I saw some of it.
They gave like a little teeny tiny bit of backstory. It's like they took my family.
Yeah, you think they killed his family and he's like
Oh.
the Punisher with a cell phone now?
That's exactly what it is.
So cool.
You see the Punisher with a cell phone.
How's that
Yeah.
cool? That sounds like the most common
It's so
thing I've
cool.
ever
It's just
heard.
so awesome when like your family dies and then you just have to.
It's so awesome.
Yeah.
All right, easy for you to say. You don't have a dad, so you're already halfway there.
Oh no!
Halfway
That was
there.
revealed in the High School Musical commentary.
You don't have a dad. A piece of his character origin. Was
Check it out to
revealed.
get the full story.
Full story.
Only
We just
$1.99.
say that Jake is of a tech.
Anyway, I think it's cool. It gave us a little bit more of an idea of who Aiden Pierce is, the
Okay.
character.
Yeah, he's not.
I just learned
like
his name
a-
for the first time. I haven't
Yeah,
even said it.
it's cool, right?
I didn't even know.
Yeah, they're gonna need a little more development. If I'm gonna, I mean, like I'll like the game, but to care about his character,
It seems like a gameplay-based game, though, for the most part.
yeah.
Yeah.
So far, he's just like my family. I gotta get.
He's a loose cannon
revenge."
cop on the
Yeah.
edge.
He's a loose cannon and something or other.
Yeah, he's not a cop, but he's a loose cannon.
I
he's
can't
on
wait
the
to
edge.
play
And
it.
he is on the edge.
This trailer gets me absolutely pumped. You guys can check it out and let us know what you think because it's one of the better game trailers I think I've seen in a while.
Where can they
you-
check it out? Link in the info?
Down there.
Do you think in the game trailer they were showing us graphics, like next gen graphics, or?
Because
Because this is next gen. right?
honestly, yes. Because
Well, no, it's coming out on Xbox. And
Oh, that's right. Oh,
yes, I think yes
no.
because when I saw it running at PAX East,
Mm-hmm.
it didn't look as good as the promotional videos.
Interesting.
By any means. So this week we kind of just have trailers and videos and stuff to talk about with
Hmm.
video games. So the next thing we're going to talk about is a new video for Splinter Cell Blacklist.
Now, are you
More
gonna,
black.
Are you gonna be able to make me care about Splinter Cell?
Because we're white.
You probably not. No.
Okay.
Well, actually, yes. This
Oh.
this video, I think even Eric too.
Oh.
This is cool.
You
Now-
take me from 0%, so
That-
good luck.
I think we both spoken about how we're a little skeptical with the new Splinter Cell because it's not really like cool stealth. It's a little more action.
Yeah, I mean, like, I wasn't a big fan to begin with, and
Right.
to see this, I was like, oh,
It looks a little more
screwing up.
typical, yeah. But this video released shows off the Spies versus Mercenaries multiplayer, which is one of my favorite classic things from the old Splinter Cell games. It's
What, have
a-
they not had it recently or
It's
something?
a,
or?
yeah, they've
Okay.
cut it out,
Done
but
away with
it's essentially hide and seek. A team plays first person as mercenaries with guns and flashlights, and they hunt for, Splinter Cell ninjas
Right.
who are playing in third person, climbing in vent shafts, sneaking around, sneaking up behind them.
I like that.
It's really cool.
That's interesting.
So this video shows off what this looks like for Splinter Cell Blacklist. I'm so happy that it's back.
Nice.
Yeah, it sounds pretty cool.
You can watch this at the info too.
Yeah, you can
Link
watch
in
that
the
down
info.
there because this could be the selling point for
But
Splinter Cell Blacklist for me.
let's say the selling point for this week
is
Grand Theft Auto
Yeah, 5.
Now, what's that?
It's this game.
It's a game?
It's this weird game they made where it's
It's
like
a
a
weird
giant
game?
city.
Do you
just
play
kinda-
as a city?
No, you go around. No, you don't play. What do you even do? Like, I think you
You
gotta
play
like.
as a building. I
You
think.
get somehow you get cars.
You are a car and you play as a building.
No, because sometimes you get to leave the car. It's
You live in the world of
craziest
cars.
concept.
Live in the
No,
world of cars.
you're a guy, but you get to walk outside of your car and do other things.
Like,
Wow.
It's not like the Pixar movie where they're all cars.
I think some of the cars might have eyes, but
I can't.
so Rockstar Games dropped 3 new trailers for Grand Theft Auto 5 based on each specific of the 3 playable characters.
Can I just say they did it in a really cool way though. Rockstar's official drop of the trailers because they used annotations. They're all in one video, and you click the annotations to go to each trailer.
They got that from pretty much it.
They did, yeah.
Choose
No,
your shit.
I think that's awesome. I love that. I love that. Like when a team, I guess their YouTube team actually knows YouTube. It's like
Yeah.
when a team is using Tumblr and they're actually using Tumblr the way that people use Tumblr, not just like posting something that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
So I always love when a marketing campaign adapts to the medium, I guess
Yeah.
you could say. So that's awesome.
How do I do that? Can you guys hire me? Someone?
No.
So my favorite of the 3 trailers, I really liked Michael because one, I love that there was a Queen song playing, but there was this one shot of like the Aston Martin on the runway, and it was like flipping around, and cop cars were flipping around, and Michael just seems so cool. I think he seems really relatable.
I like how his life sucks. Like, his family is just awful. Like, his wife is terrible.
She's cheating on him.
His son is a piece of shit.
It's great.
It's just like, the guy's like, I'm a rich family man. Like, I hate my life so much, I want to be a criminal again.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Yeah.
I love it.
And the next guy was, what's his name?
Franklin,
Franklin.
the gangbanger type guy.
He's black.
Again with this.
More black.
Again with this.
This is cool because it seems the most like San Andreas, which is one of my
Yeah.
favorite games.
Well, I will say this about I hated San Andreas because I think the main character sucked.
I like
Not
it.
because he was just black. It was because
He was a little bit of a jerk, though.
He was just like a gangster kind of just like piece of shit from the street kind of person like that I hate. Like I don't want to be
thug.
this. Yeah, a thug.
Okay.
Like this isn't like a classy mobster. This is just a piece of shit from the street. I don't give a
That's
crap.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I didn't like Grand Theft Auto 4 because he was just a
Well,
piece of
well,
shit European.
The thing with Franklin though, he looks like a character who is like
He's trying to get out of where he is.
He looks like a character who you can like.
Yeah.
You know. And then with
My favorite was the last one.
Yeah, I think he's my favorite too.
Yeah.
Trevor.
Trevor. I don't know the names. He was the most. I think he was the most different one, and I like that he's kind of cartoony. I'm not a diehard gamer, not a diehard Grand Theft Auto gamer, so that's just coming from someone who's just enjoys. Literally, when I boot up Grand Theft Auto 4, you know what I
mess
do.
around, yeah.
I take the helicopter up and I jump out, and that's it.
Yeah,
So
it's,
this guy looks like he'd be the most fun to do
There's
that.
always
with.
weird characters.
No, it's definitely the most unique because we've had like the mobster, the thug, and like the
And the black guy.
Yeah, and the
We've
black
never
guy.
had like
yeah.
a drug-addled, like weird.
Yeah, we've never had like a
Middle-aged
crazy
guy, like,
cartoony character. So
He almost reminds me of like a cartoon Jack Nicholson, and he's just jumping out of airplanes and stuff. A bunch of websites got hands-on previews with Grand Theft Auto, and they just released these previews. One of the best ones I thought was on Rev3 Games YouTube channel. You can check that out. And they talked about how
their gameplay.
No, but impressions,
okay.
talking about games. What I thought was really cool is customizable weapons. And each character has their own special like abilities and different weapon proficiencies and stuff like that. But apparently the game is just back to fun and it's more focused. And
I like it,
I can't
yeah.
wait.
Now, all I need to know is how soon I can get the cell phone so I can put in all the cheats and not play the story ever. Can't wait.
So, Grand Theft Auto, I'm so excited. Like I said, there's a
Yeah.
lot. There's those trailers. There's lots of things to read on the internet about
All linked
the game.
in the info.
Check it
Down
out.
there, folks.
Is that it for video game news?
That's gonna be it for video game news, guys.
Oh,
Let's,
triple hand.
Let's wrap this up.
Why don't we talk
hand.
about the poll then, huh?
Let's wrap this up. I gotta go home. I got dinner waiting.
Dinner. It's
We're shooting this at about
it's
2 o'clock in the
2:00, yeah.
afternoon.
My
Early.
dinner is
Let's talk the poll, huh?
Okay.
Let's talk about the poll. Stop lying.
Stop Line. You remember that? That was like a rap song. Stop Line.
Nope.
That was a real
I don't know what you're talking about. Last week's poll question was similar to the Ratchet and Clank movie. What
Ratchet.
video game series would you like to be turned into a movie? Not just like a live action
No,
adaptation,
and
but
I'm positive
one of
that
these.
everybody completely misunderstood what we were talking about.
yeah, I mean, I don't think
Well,
so.
let's find out.
What are the winners? Let's
find out.
The winners were in third place, 118 votes, Portal. I don't think
that
it's got a
could-
big enough world.
Not a big enough world.
No.
But like,
Yeah, it could be a really damn good short film, and if
They
Valve
did all.
made it,
It could be, and it was. Someone
Yeah.
already did it. I
yeah,
think multiple
but
people have done it.
Not Valve. I'm saying like if it was official, like we talked about.
Well,
then it would
Valve
be
like an animated.
Well,
thing,
the thing is,
oh,
Valve
but
has
just be the
capability.
game.
yeah, Portal, it has a great story,
And,
but
and
like
the cutscenes are like movies. They're beautiful.
the thing is, like 80% of the gameplay is puzzles.
yeah, it's
boring.
based on you playing.
Can't do that in a movie.
Yeah,
Boring.
That would be a frustrating movie. Actually.
Boring.
In second place with 163 votes, maybe we should just skip this one.
What is it?
It's Kingdom Hearts.
Hey,
Let's just-
no,
let's
no,
just
no.
move
You know
along.
what?
No, let's talk about
Oh,
this.
God.
You know what? Cool.
No.
What are you done?
Yeah,
No.
I mean,
Cool.
well, remember how I said that everybody completely misunderstood what we were talking about?
Not with
You
this.
did.
I think this lends itself perfectly. Like
No, it
Ratchet
doesn't.
And Clank.
It's a
Because
no.
it's cartoons and it's like whatever.
No, but the
it's
story.
cartoons. It's anime. Pfft.
Yeah, but exactly. It's cartoons. It's anime. That's the story. It's a piece of shit. It's just like Final Fantasy characters.
All right, look,
scaled down,
I've
yeah.
never played these games, but my friends were obsessed when we were younger.
Yeah, so was
and
I.
to me, I can see how it would be a movie.
I can.
Yeah.
I will. I can tell you, it could be a movie. It would be a very bad movie if it was made.
I don't know. I like crossover stuff.
Let's start the Kickstarter.
No. In
Yeah,
first
yeah.
place with 236 votes. I don't know how you guys are gonna feel about this. Pikmin. No, I'm just kidding. BioShock. I actually would like to see a Pikmin movie now that I'm thinking about it, but
no, I mean
BioShock.
I think this does confirm that no one had any idea what we're talking about. When I said a video game movie based on characters that have like a universe, I was talking about like Ratchet and Clank, Sly Cooper, Jack and
Yeah,
Daxter.
stuff like that.
BioShock
Is
there-
real.
There is no main character. You don't know your main character. Like, he is voiceless. You don't know him.
Yeah, and you're like a person. You're not like a cartoony.
yeah.
like,
It's
person.
like BioShock is already great on its own.
So that would have to be a live action thing then. That wouldn't make any sense.
yeah, it wouldn't make.
I
any
will
sense.
put that into perspective though. Like if they gave Irrational Games like their creative reins and just been like make a CG BioShock type of movie, that could be kind of awesome because they're just good storytellers.
They're going to make something different. Well,
make a new world.
Yeah,
like they did
not
with
BioShock.
Infinite. Make
So-
another world.
So thank you guys for completely misunderstanding the poll.
There's always a
again.
lighthouse.
Yeah.
But
So.
let's move on to the next poll then, huh? Just so we can just get more and more pissed off.
All right.
Actually, I don't think there's any way we could possibly get pissed off because I don't think we really give that much of a crap about this one. But this week's poll question is with
do.
we're talking about the different character trailers and stuff for Grand Theft Auto.
Mm-hmm.
Who is your favorite Grand Theft Auto main character? Not in general, but
Yeah.
the characters
Playable
you play
character.
as of all the Grand Theft Auto games. Who is your favorite? Let us know by clicking the
Which
link in the
one's
info to
the
go to
best?
Think carefully.
facebook.com/prettymuchit. You can vote in the poll, and we will go over it next week.
Think very carefully. This
Well,
is
there's
a
no
hard
right or
question.
wrong.
No, but this is a really hard. This is a tough one.
All right.
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 All
All
right.
right. All right. All right.
Hey!
All right. But that's it for this week's episode of Pretty Much It. I hope you guys had fun, and I hope you all had fun as well.
We all had time.
I'm sure black people really enjoyed this one because we said that a lot. We talked about a lot of black people.
We're all friends.
No, we made an episode of not really a lot of news. Pretty damn exciting, I think.
Nah, I don't think so at all, but you guys let us know what you think. Let us know in the comments what you thought of all this week's news, and once you're done doing that, you can click over there to watch a few more videos. You can click down
That
here to go to our
way.
Facebook and Twitter. Click the logo to subscribe for more. And
That's pretty much it.
That's the show.
I got to say it.
We.
Thanks, Eric.
don't you do it.